Welcome, educators! During this video, I'll share 3 ideas for how to successfully implement MathShelf in your classrooms. 1. Integrate MathShelf into Learning Center time. 2. Interact with students while they play MathShelf. And 3. Understand where each child should be in the MathShelf sequence at the beginning, middle, and end of the school year. Let's begin with integrating MathShelf into your Learning Center time. Before you create your centers, it's important to assign students to different groups. This pocket chart assigns a class of 16 children into 4 different groups. The orange group consists of these 4 children. The yellow group has these 4 children, and so on. By using a pocket chart to place students in groups, children can see which group they are assigned to, and teachers can move students from one group to another. Now that we have assigned students to 4 different groups, we need to create 4 different learning centers in our classroom. Start your learning centers with all the children joining the teacher at the carpet. Invite the blue group students to the MathShelf Center. Next, ask the yellow group students to join the teacher at Center 1. Finally, have the green group students go with the other teacher to Center 3. That leaves the orange group remaining on the carpet at Center 2. Notice that the centers are arranged so that the teacher at Center 1 can monitor and support children at the independent Center 2. Also notice that the teacher at Center 3 can monitor and support the students at the independent Center 4. When the 10-minute timer rings, students rotate centers like this. In a little over 40 minutes, all children have visited each learning center. When the last learning center ends, ask students to clean up and invite students to join the teacher at the rug. Let's review the ideas we shared for integrating MathShelf into learning centers. Step 1. Assign students to groups using a pocket chart. Step 2. Create your centers and decide which centers will be teacher-led. Step 3. Remember to monitor the children at the independent centers. We've created our learning groups and centers. Let's now watch teacher interact with students playing MathShelf.
I'm gonna do it!
You're gonna do it! What number? 5. Wow, Gideon, you know your numbers. Slow down, take your time. Muy bien. High five. You counted to 5! Yes! How many now? There you go. You counted the number 2. What do we have this time? Okay, keep going. What one do you think comes after 5? There you go, Grace. 6. Nice. You just did smallest of your largest.
When you watched children play MathShelf and the teacher interacting with them, did you notice that the feedback was short? The teacher interaction described the math content the student was learning, and the teacher praised student thinking and effort. This is how teachers should interact with students playing MathShelf. While students play MathShelf, it's important for teachers to have expectations about the math skills and content children should know. The MathShelf skill sheet lists these expectations. At the end of the year, 3-year-olds should know these skills. That means by May or June, 3-year-olds know pre-math skills, numbers to 6, and shapes, spatial relations, or what we call geometry. 3-year-olds' end-of-year data report should look like this. Do you see how skill level 5 on the student's data report relates to level 5 in the MathShelf skill sheet? Now let's share the math skills and content 4 and 5-year-old pre-K children should know at the end of the year. When 4 and 5-year-olds leave preschool and enter kindergarten, they should know measurement, numbers to 10, shapes and spatial relations, or geometry, pre-math skills, and the concepts of putting numbers together and taking numbers apart. 4 to 5-year-olds' end-of-year data report should look like this. Notice how skill level 8 on the student's data report relates to level 8 in the MathShelf skill sheet. Finally, What math content and skills should kindergarten students entering first grade know by the end of the year? Kindergartners going into first grade should know addition and subtraction within 6, place value, measurement, geometry, and pre-math skills. Kindergartners' end-of-year data report should look like this. Notice how skill level 12 on the student's data report relates to level 12 in the MathShelf skills sheet. Let's do a quick review of the 3 ideas we covered in this video. Integrate MathShelf into Learning Center time using these steps. Step 1. Assign students to groups using a pocket chart. Step 2. Create your centers and decide which centers will be teacher-led. Step 3. Remember to monitor the children at the independent centers. Interacting with students during MathShelf play involves short feedback, a focus on the math content the student is learning, and praising effort. And finally, successfully implementing MathShelf means knowing the math content and skills children should master when they are 3, finishing pre-K, and completing kindergarten. Understanding where each child should be in the MathShelf sequence and the content and skills that 3-year-olds, 4- and 5-year-olds, and kindergarten students know at the end of the year is critical for teachers to help their students achieve early math mastery. Thanks for taking time to learn about how to implement MathShelf in your classrooms. If you have any questions, we are here to support you.